Hey you! Hey you! What? What? Ow! In today's video, we are going to talk about Kubotans in self-defense for men. Is it a good idea? Let's see. As you can see, we already made a couple of videos about Kubotans. We already talked about the advantages, the disadvantages, and we also made a separate video for all the girls, so definitely share with your princess so she can defend herself as well. But today the theme is going to be self-defense, but for men and boys. Is it any different? When we were talking in the video about girls, most of the attacks when it comes to girls, about 80% of them is basically rape. So we are talking about it's mostly one attacker, it's something on the ground, so some grappling situations, all the way to we could be talking about 70%. In many cultures is a little bit different, but in our it's mostly about 70% of those are some co-workers, someone from the family, maybe the boss. But basically it's always one person against one woman. When it comes to boys or men, now it's a little bit different. In the most cases it's going to be bar fights or like fights in general, but there's a big difference between is it in the bar, like I said before, is it in a car, next to a car, are we fighting in an elevator? Like those are a lot of many things that will differentiate between how the battle is going to look. So it's a little bit different. The same goes if we are in a position of I am not by myself but I am protecting someone because I have my girlfriend or my friend, all the way to I am somewhere and now there's an active shooter or there's a guy with a machete running around. Those are real scenarios that are happening, and with peers experience we already were working with clients who had these problems, and because of the courses they survived. So these things can happen, and that's the difference between girls and the boys when it comes to self-defense. And because of so many scenarios, because of so many things that can go differently, they will depend on how you fight and basically the type of weapon that you are going to have. When we are talking about like active shooter, like of course the better thing would be to have your own gun. If we are talking about the second guy is having a knife, it would be probably better to have the telescopic button. Even if we are talking a fight, like is it the one person or is it like 4 of his friends fighting against you? Or is it too late and you are already laying on the ground and the fight is not in phase 1 but already in the second phase and you are already getting beaten up? And because of multiple scenarios, multiple weapons, you can say that the telescopic button or the gun would be the best for this and this situation. But if you look at the legal standpoint and all of a sudden not telescopic button and not the gun is legal in your country and no longer those options are available for you. So in that many cases Kubotan could be the one that is legal in your country. And if not even that, maybe you're thinking the pen, like in every state pen is legalized, and that is exactly the same as Kubotan. That's how you need to think about as well. And the second point would be how much are you actually willing to train with the Kubotan? Because we are talking about I'm a complete like and someone bigger, stronger is trying to fight me, and even if I don't know how to use it, but I just take it out and I just start peppering him with the Kubotan with this point, like it's going to increase your chances of survival, of course. But if we are talking about someone who knows how to train with it, is actually good with it, like Peter here, it's not only about twice as good or twice as big of chance of survival. We are talking about 5, 6, 7, 10 times better, if, depending on how much you know about the Kubotan. But training wise will upgrade your chances like drastically if you know how to use it. To not get bored, it's always about some practicality. So let's look at the 2 scenarios. In always the first one is going to be the like in the scenario of let's just go to the smallest one, he just grabs my hand, tries to do something, and I'm trying to hit the hand. Takes way too much time. Already I will be hitting, already I'll be doing something. But like gets grabbed, all of a sudden he has this, and he just pushes or just hits completely. And I let go, he can go away from the situation. Great. The same goes if we are talking some bear hug situation. I grab, and he doesn't know how to go for the eyes or crotches, so he just starts fighting with the hands. All of a sudden, he's already grabbed to the air and being slammed. As opposed to, he now grabs this, doesn't know how to use it. He just knows that he needs to grab it and start hitting the hands. A lot better. More common for boys, something like a takedown, which can happen. Between, I don't know how to defend against takedown, so I'm just going to go and start hitting, elbowing. And once again, already we are on the ground, we are falling down. But if I take this out, I go, and the smallest point of pressure will make me go away. The same goes on the ground if we are talking about some top mount position. He's already striking. Like try with an untrained person to hit you, get away from there, or just cover yourself up a little bit, grab it and just start hitting whenever he finds it, because everywhere it hurts. That's the big difference. If we are talking about situation of I am trying to save someone else, I'm kicking now his friend, he's on the ground and doesn't have any weapon, never fought before, like is he going to ask me, like he's my driver, I should already be going, or try to push me away, like whatever, like probably not the best thing. But if he takes this without no training, he just sees it, gets to the back, and already completes the situation. All with a little bit of training, he knows that what he needs to do is take it and hook it somewhere behind the trap. So I'm here and I'm on the ground. Like how much easier the situation with this was compared to the first one. And one of the biggest points here is always going to be if I have the weapon ready or I do not have it ready. There's a big difference between the situation is static, the person is pushing me, screaming at me, whatever, and you have the time to reach for there and have it. Once you have it ready, training, no training, you just know that if it goes, now you can just start fighting with it. But a big difference is the leg has it completely hidden, it didn't read the situation well, or the situation just started, and now I start beating, and now it's the time to go for it. But meanwhile, still taking hits. Those are the situations where the likes fail. That's just true. The same goes with the training. Like in this, when you are having a lot of training, you should know, is this a good idea to go for the weapon, or should I first solve it with the hands and then go for it? The same goes for all the grappling situations. Is it a good time to go, or should I create space and then go for it? It is one of the biggest deciding factors. It just is. So what is the final verdict of the Kubotans? Is it a good self-defense weapon even for men? Definitely, and again, yes. But if we are talking about situation, always, I don't have a weapon, my chances of boxing a bigger guy, of I just got the weapon, like the chances skyrocket. If we are talking about I have the weapon and I train with the weapon because you either bought our courses, you train with us, you watch the YouTube channel and you are practicing with it, now the chances are not even double, it's almost 10 times better. That's why we are saying the Kubotans are so good for self-defense. Big difference between I know how to train and I have a weapon between I have nothing. But even just having the weapons increases your chances of survival, of course. Like we said always, imagine boxing a bigger guy, just hitting him twice with this and escaping the situation. That's why we would want you to share this video with as many people as you can, because you don't even know how many people around you think like, I cannot have any weapon, everything's illegal, I guess I'll just die if anything happens. But they see this video and they see that Kubotans, because you have to check it, oh, it's legal, I can get it. Great. And if even this is not legal, think about a pen, a steel pen, I will get it, and it's something like a Kubotan, I can train with it and I can defend myself with it. That's the main point. Comment what you think about this video, leave a massive like, subscribe to see more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.